So these are the data that are collected by something called the COVID Infections Survey by our Office for National Statistics. So what that survey does is it visits people in their home. It visits very large numbers of households and takes swabs in the nose and throat of everybody over the age of 2 who agrees, who lives in that household. And it goes week after week to the same set of people. So the great thing about this data is that it's not affected by who feels like going to get themselves tested one week or another. What you see in here is the patterns that we've observed in this survey since the summer. So the first date is the 13th of August, and the most recent data here is the 6th of November. The blue line counts how many people in the survey that week had a positive swab test. And what you see there is about 650 positive swabs. And over the past 2 weeks in this survey, more than 150 people took part. So at the moment, our estimate is that about 1 in 85 people out living in our communities would swab positive if you were to take a swab from the back of their throat and nose. It is important to know that this survey doesn't cover people who live in institutional settings. So it doesn't cover care homes, it doesn't cover students living in halls of residence or events in hospitals, for example. Notice that the curve went up quite steeply through September and October and has slowed down. It's not going up as fast anymore, but it hasn't gone flat yet. But that's okay, because the last date any swabs were taken that are shown on this slide was the 6th of November. That's just the day after England went into national restrictions. So we wouldn't expect to see the impact of the national restrictions in this data so far.